You were looking at one of the oldest sites of human habitation on the continent. This is in Vero Beach in Florida. This is a very unique spot that was discovered, I think 1913 was the original date when they started to dredge all this stuff up before the town was even created. 6 years before the town was even created, they discovered this site. They have been digging up all kinds of remains showing that there was definitely humans here, human activity. And this site shows to prove that this was taking place on our continent 14,000 years ago. And this goes beyond the 11,000 year theory that they always try to propose. Now, I've talked about several other sites here in the United States that go back to this 13,000 year period at least. This one, they're stating they have discovered a new spot that has a fire pit and a campsite, and it has animal bones within it. And they're saying that this dates back to 14,000 years ago. Now, what is very interesting is the guys that just discovered all these findings were basically told, we're cutting you off with the funding. The guys that were paying for this, for some reason, and go figure, they're getting too close to the truth. They decided, we're not going to back you anymore, and they left them just hanging with nothing. They were going to have to close down shop. That's when Florida Atlantic University took over this whole site and the funding for it, and the dig is going to continue. So this January, they're going to start the 2016 dig. It will last for a few months, and during this time frame, they look to uncover a lot more stuff that lays hidden underneath the ground here. And you have to think, this is just one spot. Vero Beach, Florida, one little spot that they discovered, and they've stayed at it for a long time. And now they're on the verge of proving that this is some 14,000 years old. My point is that these spots exist all across this country. There could be one in your backyard. That's the intriguing thing about it. But you're never going to know unless you go looking. So, these are the things that pique my interest. The ancient history here that we're being lied to about. I feel that it's vital in my lifetime to try to figure out and solve some of these mysteries to our history. And I think that the only way to do so is to get out here and to connect with people like this that are fighting the same battle, funding getting cut off. They know that the mainstream scientists don't want to hear what they're saying. They want to call them pseudoscientists. Just like they want to call everyone else out there that has a different idea than what they're trying to teach. Because they're giving PhDs out based on lies these days. And they would have to rewrite all of history. And it's just too much for, I think, mainstream science today to take on. Instead of just saying, all right, we were wrong, and rewriting everything, a lot of these guys' emotions, attitudes, their egos get tied in to this way of thinking that they've spent decades doing. And to get to this point and to find out that it was all a lie, they don't want to face that. And some of them may well even know that it is a lie, and they're playing the game to keep it covered up because they're being paid to do so. But the fact is this, these sites are out there, and hopefully they're going to find more that reveals the truth to what was going on here. So any little bit that we find out helps. I'm going to leave a link with more information. Keep you guys posted as I come across more. It's been Dabu7. Peace.